Hey, Fancy Boo Hoo, how are you? It's turning cold here. It's pretty and the wind's been blowing like crazy, but it's turning cold. It's turning cold. I think we're going through dogwood winter. Let's see. I'm gonna play some blues tonight. I'm in the mood for some blues. Blues, whiskey blues, jazz and blues. Is that right? Me too. Yeah. How's Hulk doing? Is he feeling any better? Let's see how to pronounce his name.
Fenrir.
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 Okay, I'll do that. Tell you something good. It's all being recorded. I can't tell you anything too good. I'm getting ready to read you a story. I'm getting ready to start 'cause it's 10 after. Don't worry about that. Somebody else is on here. I just can't tell. They're just not talking yet. Oh, that's them. Well, we could have a strip show. You did it faster than I did. Block them. I just recorded them. I'm gonna go ahead and get started because oops, since it's already 12 after. I don't know where everybody's at. So this book is called Fenrir, and it's part of the Boardwalk Gods motorcycle group. Hey Zala, how are you? That's okay. I was late because I was watching Gunsmoke, so I'm with you. I'm not sure where everybody else is at. They must all be watching something else too, because I mean even Nina's not on right now, but she's got 6 babies, so that may be part of it. But I don't know where everybody's at. Miss Shirley's not here. Crazy. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started. That way you can always share. Um, Lila, do you know? I know I saw Jax did the cover, but who is your model? This reminds me of um on TikTok. Crap, I had his name and I lost it. Um, geez, dude, I have to think on it. It'll come to me in the middle of the book. So, all right, let me go ahead and get started. So we got. Oh, well, hey, I just figured you were busy with a little bit. All right, so here we go. How many books are going to be in this series so that I know when to go get them all? Because I mean, I've been buying them, but I haven't started reading them yet. So I need to. I'm gonna wait and read them when they all come out. I hate to wait until the. So let me know how many you got in here, Zyla. In this, how many's going to be in this series? 9. And we're only on 6. No, we're on book 4. Jeez, woman. Okay, it's about 2 years. Prologue, Rose, 2 years ago. Rain, we need to leave here. I don't want to marry anyone in Papa's line of work. I love Mom with all of my heart, but I can't be like her, having to live in a compound with armed men standing guard all the time. My children are not going, are not, my children are not able to go out or have real friends they make on their own. Hold on. Trying to see who's talking. She lets out a deep sigh. I was coming to tell you I was coming to you to tell you that I found us a 2-bedroom apartment in New Jersey. You don't mind living above another family. Rushing over to her, I crush her onto her bed. This is the best news ever. How did you manage to do it without Papa knowing? What are we doing for money? I've just graduated from NYU with a master's degree in interior design. My sister hasn't gone to college. She spent a few years in Russia with another Bratva family, Bratva family, taking care of their children. Our father is expecting her to marry a man that is part of that family. Like me, Rain doesn't want that. She won't tell me anything about her time there. I know bad stuff happened. Papa had to go get her. Neither of them will speak of it. Our mother doesn't know. Her mother doesn't know either. Babushka helped. She opened a new bank account that has my name on it. With Ivan's help, we went to a bank in New Jersey so Papa would not know. Ivan, who is the head of the New Jersey Bratva, owed her several favors. Ivan and our Papa don't see eye to eye since he's helped Babushka move from New York. I can tell you once we get out of here what happened. I can tell you once we get out of here what happened to me. Ivan, Babushka, everything you are being shielded from, my beautiful Rose. Please promise me you will always love me, my darling sister. Chapter 1, Rose, present day. Rain, are you working both shifts today? Yeah, Pete's wife went into the hospital on Monday. He's not going to finish out the weekends for the rest of the remaining off season. With there only being 2 more weekends, I'll be pulling doubles. My sister and I are living in Seaside. We left our father's controlling ways 2 years ago. We know he has been looking for us. Ivan has been putting our father's men on the wrong trail. He knows we don't want that lifestyle. Ivan runs his Bratva different from our father's. Our father, Victor, runs his men with an iron fist, like old school Russia, as did his father. Ivan has moved into modern times. He doesn't force his children into an arranged marriage. Ivan's children have more freedom. I'll come and see you around 4. I need to go to the pharmacy and get the stuff we need. Sounds good to me, Rose. Or sounds good to me, Rose. When is that interview for the designer job? It's on Tuesday with Soren at 9. Is he cool with the limited experience you have? He is. They want someone who is fresh out of school and local. I'm hopefully going to be working at Ragnarök Construction. Everyone in town knows the local MC owns it. Who knows? This may work out. Who knows? This may work out to help keep our father at bay. I'm sure they will protect me. Looking at the time, I realize I need to get ready to go visit Rain before heading to the pharmacy. For the third weekend in September, it's very warm. I decided to wear my favorite purple blouse and blue jean capris. It's hot, so I put my hair in 2 braids. Slipping on my sneakers and shoving my wallet in my back pocket, I put my earbuds in, lock the door, and head out to see Rain. It's super busy in town. The township is having their annual barbecue fest. It's biker weekend. I have to walk 9.5 blocks to see her. I make it to the corner of Grant and the boulevard when I see a long row of bikers. As they go by, I see the patch on their backs, Sons of Odin. They are the local MC in town. Maybe half of them make it through the line. Shit. Last thing I want to do is walk past them, but I have no choice. I tap the side of my phone to turn up my music and walk. I want to avoid hearing any whistling. Happy I was happy I was wearing dark shades as I looked their way. I made it to see Rain. Hey sis, I see the lot is closed. I have been nonstop busy. I got 6 bikers from the Junkyard Dogs MC parked in here. They went to the Wolf's Den. The one that paid is the president. He paid for 5 other spots that women came and parked in. I'm going to sit with you for about 5 minutes before I walk to the pharmacy. Do you want a snack, some gum, anything? Yeah, get me some of my favorite cookies, some chocolate covered pretzels, and 2 beef jerky sticks. I look at her with wide eyes. Holy shit, you haven't asked for that much shit in a while. We both laugh. My sister likes to pretend she's on a diet weekly. I might be an evil sister, always bringing home chocolate covered pretzels. They're her weakness. Hey, looks like 3 cars left. I'll pull the lot closed sign for you before I leave. Rose, stop off at the convenience store and grab me a root beer. Remember to fill it to the top with ice. We say at the same time. I'm walking down the boulevard to get to the pharmacy. As I get near Ravens, I can see all Ravens. I've heard that's a swanky place. I'm walking down the boulevard to get to the pharmacy. As I get near Ravens, I can see all the bikes. There are a number of bikers outside. A live band is playing in the parking lot. Bikes are parked on both sides of the street. Many guys and women. I wonder how many of the women are their wives or just followers. I make it to the store and use a hand basket this time. I have a lot to buy. I'm glad that I have two canvas bags with me to carry everything back home. I decided to walk down the street along the boardwalk. Our babushka said this road used to have the nickname of the Strip. Back in the 80s, people used to drive up and down blasting their club music from their cars. I'm about 2 blocks away from rain when I walk into a brick wall. Well, it feels like a brick wall. I feel a strong arm grab me around the waist so I don't fall. Ripping out my headphones, I yell at him, "Hey, you can't you fucking see, asshole?" That's when I see the vest with his patch that says Road Captain slash Enforcer with Fenrir underneath it. Fuck my life royally. I just walked into an MC member. Well, pretty little girl, with all that stuff you're carrying, and the fact that the whole time you walked, you didn't walk in a straight line, I would say you walked into me. I tried to go around you, little girl, but your bag kept falling. I don't know if I should be afraid. I've lost my voice. I just look at him. He bends down to pick up my bags and belongings. You must live in town to be carrying all of this. Where do you live, little girl? On Porter, I whisper to him. That's quite a walk, don't you think? I have to drop stuff off with my sister before I go home. What is wrong with my mouth? It's responded to him like he is my daddy. I go to take my bags, but he won't let me. Chapter 2. Bitter. Ragnar and I are walking down the street heading to Ravens when a Jim walks right into me and her bags and sunglasses all fall when she does. I look down at her. She's a tiny little thing compared to my 6'8" height. Damn, what a drink of water. Whew, 6'8". If she's 5 foot, that's stretching it. Oh, Nina, look, somebody your height. Almost 2 feet difference. Damn. She has the blackest hair I've ever seen. Her body has curves going on for miles. Her fingers and tongue want to trace it, or my fingers and tongue want to trace each one. This is the doll I saw at the light a little while ago. I see the rainbow unicorn on her top. Jeans that could tempt any man to be a daddy for her, which I will not allow to happen. May I please have my bags? I need to go. Oh, little girl, the only place she'll be going is to my bed. There is no way I'm going to lose this one. I'll escort you where you need to go. Her eyes widen with surprise. No, thank you. Only 2 blocks to go. I laugh, which causes her to give me the evil eye. Order is more than 2 blocks away. Don't you realize there are a bunch of strange men in town? Pretty little girl like you should not be walking alone. Look, mister. Enter, little girl. Look, mister. I've been walking these streets for the last 2 years without any male escort. I wouldn't even know how much to pay a male escort. She laughs hard at our silly joke. This one is a keeper. I hand her bags over to Ragnar and grab her hand as I start to walk with her. Surprised she doesn't pull her hand away. We get to Sheridan and she starts to cut through the parking lot. I look down at her. My sister is the lot attendant. Just as we are halfway to her sister, she stops. Um, I need to go to the convenience store. She needs her root beer.
Ragnar, go get the root beer.
You have to make sure the ice reaches the top of the cup. She gets the super gulp. He nods, handing me the little girl's bag. I'm ecstatic. She's still holding my hand. As we get closer to her sister, I spot Wolf Spot, along with other members of his MC, parked with his. The junkyard dogs are in the wolf's den with Odin, Thor, Raven, Frigg, and Kelly. There's a bar. There is a bar and several other stores on the other side of the wolf's den that are for sale. The owner passed away last week, leaving it to his daughter. She walked in today offering it to Odin. She's a city girl. Lady wants to cut all ties with our little town. She came to Odin before the owners of the pier and this parking lot tried to buy. She came to Odin before the owners of the pier and this parking lot tried to buy it from her. The Greco brothers, who owns the pier, have been trying to buy it for the last 2 years. When we reach her sister, she stands up, folding her arms. What the fuck is going on here, Rose? Rose is her name. What a perfect fit. I ran into Fenrir. He wants to walk me home. Do you think that's a good idea? You don't know him, and two, you have that job interview on Tuesday with Soren. You know better. Rose's sister starts to yell at her in Russian. It's rapid fire. I catch the words, he could work for our father and never trust males.
Hold on, hold on. If you have an interview with my VP, a background check has already been done on Rose. I don't work with your father. You sure as hell are not Freya.
I may have gotten that wrong, but that's how it happened. Hello, Miss Shirley. About time you got here.
All for your house. Hold on, hold on. If you have a job interview with my VP, a background check has already been done on Rose. I don't work with your father. You sure as hell are not Freya.
Both girls look at me with shocked looks. You speak Russian? Rose questions. I understand it when it is spoken slowly.
I understand it when it's spoken slowly. We've dealt with the Bratva before, so I learned it. I don't usually tell anyone that information, but I don't see you rushing off to tell anyone. They look at each other for a while. Rose looks at me. How much can I trust you? No, don't say anything, Rose. No, don't say anything, Rose. Rose looks at her sister. Rain, if I will be working for his VP, I think it's okay to tell the guy who the enforcer is in our situation. Rain nods her head. Who is the enforcer? Our situation. Yeah. Rain nods her head. Rose sits down on the folded chair next to her sister just as Ragnar returns. Can he be trusted? Yes, he is a fully patched member. He lives by the same code I do. My rank is higher than his, but we still follow the same rules. Rose holds Rain's hand as she sighs and starts to tell us about them. We are the daughters of the New York Packin. Packin? Is that how you say it? Pacon? We left him 2 years ago. He has been looking for us. Ivan Alexei, the New Jersey Packin, helped us. Of course, when my father finds out he helped, there will be war. Ivan and our babushka know we are here. She never wanted this life for us. Our father rules with an iron fist, unlike Ivan. My sister spent some time in Russia, and it was bad. I won't go into the details, as that is her story. This is interesting to learn. We've done business with both Ivan and Victor. To think my little girl is Victor's daughter is a bonus. Although Victor may not see it that way, I definitely am keeping her.
Little girl, your secret is safe with us. You'll have to tell Soren, your situation. He will need to know, unless Geek has told him already. I'm sure he's done a complete background check on you.
Rose looks up at me. I'm sure he has. I filled out the application online. I used one of Ivan's computer guy's laptop. Our father still hasn't thought about using computers to his advantage. Well, as far as we know, anyway.
Let's get back to your place. I'll talk to my prez and VP to see what they know about the two missing daughters of Victor's. Don't worry, I have no plans to tell them your business. I will just put out feelers.
Chapter 3, Rose. Um, Zyla, how far do you want me to read? I know Nina said to prologue chapter 3, but this is going pretty quick. Do you want me to go to chapter 5, read through chapter 5? That's probably about the time I have. But I don't want to give up. I don't want to give away too much. But it looks like there's plenty of book left. Chapter 3, Rose. It wasn't hard for me to tell Fenrir about us. There is just something about him that has me captivated. From his trusting, deep black eyes to just everything. Okay, so maybe it's also his patch. Okay. Okay, so maybe it's also his patch that says enforcer. I've seen shows. The enforcer always protects what's his. I hope he wants me to be his. He went and got his bike, which was parked at the wolf's den. He didn't want me to walk that distance back to my place. I tried to tell him walking is good for me. He smiled and grabbed my hand and placed me on his bike. When we got back to my place, he took the keys from me. Fenrir went inside first while I stayed outside with Ragnar. When he came back to the door, he held it open for me. Ragnar stayed outside.
I would like to see what this is between us. There will be times that I have stuff to do with the club, but you will be as important. I want to stay to get to know you more, but I need to head back. I'm sure Loki or one of the other top members is looking for me in Ragnar. We don't go anywhere without telling someone.
He put his arm around my waist and pulled me in for a kiss. It was everything. I gave in to him. I needed for him to understand that I wanted to be with him. He took control. His tongue slipped in my mouth with ease. I know my lips are going to be swollen. When he pulled back, he growled.
Fuck, this is not going to be easy. I don't want to leave.
It's okay. Maybe I'll see you Tuesday when I have my interview.
Oh, little girl, I don't know if I can wait that long.
We're going to spend the day with our babushka on Monday. She will be here at 6 in the morning.
Fuck. Fine, Tuesday it is. I will be there for your interview.
I walk him to the door and he kisses me goodbye.
You stay inside. No going to the pharmacy. In fact, give me your phone number. You need anything, I want you to call me.
I hand him my phone and he puts in his number, sending himself my number.
I'm in there as enforcer. Don't forget to do what I tell you to. What I tell you. Do not leave unless you tell me. Do you understand?
All I can do is nod my head. Rain didn't get home until 1 in the morning. That wasn't the interesting thing. Fenrir had one of the club's members bring her home. His name is Himdall. I watched him walk her to the door. He bowed his head and kissed her hand before he left. What was that all about, Rain? She looks at me with stars in her eyes. I had no idea. He was sweet. He told me he would see me again in the morning to take me to work. I tried to tell him no, but he wouldn't take no for an answer. I laughed at her, which got her out of her Himdall haze. Now, do you see why I couldn't refuse Fenrir? He just has this thing about him. You know I can't get involved with anyone
After what happened in Russia, I won't put myself through that again. Rain started to cry. I rushed over to her on the couch and hugged her. She was supposed to be in an arranged marriage to Dmitri Rasputin, son to Drago. The thing is, Drago took one look at my sister and wanted her for his plaything. When he moved her, when we moved her, she told me what happened. How Drago had forced himself on her. She got pregnant. They made her get rid of it via an underground doctor, which caused her to get an infection. She almost died. I get where you're coming from. You said the doctor here in the U.S. said you can have kids again. I don't see why you would want to give Papa or Dimitri a chance to get you. You know, Rain, once Papa gets word of our location, he will come for us. You're right. Do you think I have a chance? I mean, I don't know if he's into me, but I should go for it. Are you not the one a few hours ago who was mad at me for falling instantly for Fenrir? I'm tired. Let's go to bed. And that's the end of chapter 3. So, everyone needs to get this daddy book. Alrighty. You like that deep voice, don't you? Nina, you got your own daddy. Go sit on him for a while. All right, girls. I want you to have a wonderful weekend. Get out and enjoy some pretty weather if you got it. If not, then just stay in and read a book. But if you got it, get out and enjoy it. You're more than welcome, Sala. I enjoyed it. I've got a retirement party to give on Sunday, so I'll be doing that on Sunday. But Saturday is looking pretty. I gotta get stuff done around here. What I need to do. So, all right, ladies, have a great weekend. Go catch up on these books. It sounds like they're really good, but I'm not gonna get into them until they've all been produced. I hate waiting. You're so welcome, Nina. Give Princess a hug for me, and I hope she's feeling better. Everybody, have a great evening. Tomorrow's Naked Friday. Night. Happy reading.